14-year-old Landon Dupont of Calgary is expected to receive exceptional status.
Now, he'd just be the second player ever in the West to be given exceptional status following Connor Bedard.
He's not just good, he's dominating. And he's 14 years old. It's unbelievable.
Distinguished, remarkable, exclusive, and who is so outstanding, not only on the ice, but as a person, that he deserves the rare privilege of participating in the Western Hockey League at an early age.
I've seen him play. His edge work is unbelievable. His skating's unbelievable. His stick handling's unbelievable. But his brain, he sees.
Yeah.
He just sees the game so well.
Landon Dupont from the blue line.
Back to Dupont. Shoots. Scores!
Feeds it up to Dupont. That one's in the back of the net.
The middle to the net. He scores! Landon Dupont.
This is Landon Dupont. It's a name you're going to want to remember because this kid is poised to change the landscape of the WHL, and soon enough, the NHL. At just 15 years old, Dupont has already made history by being granted exceptional status, the first defender in WHL history to achieve this, and a feat that has only been given out to 2 other defensemen in CHL history. So it's clear, this isn't just a story about a young player with promise, this is about a kid who's projecting to become one of the best defensemen we've ever seen. Dupont isn't just good, he's special, and today we're going to dive deep into what makes him so unique, his journey so far, and why his first WHL season should be must-watch hockey. Let's start from the beginning. Born and raised in Airdrie, Alberta, Landon Dupont has been a sensation on the ice from the moment he first picked up a stick. Ever since he started up in minor hockey, it was clear that Dupont wasn't just another talented kid. He was something else entirely. Coaches and scouts quickly realized that they were witnessing the emergence of a superstar. The first thing people will notice is his mobility. Dupont's skating is nothing short of mesmerizing. It's fluid, fast, and agile, with a top speed that can leave even some of the better skating players struggling to keep up. But it's not just his skating that sets him apart. It's the way he sees the game. His vision on the ice is almost supernatural. He anticipates plays before they happen, threading passes through traffic with pinpoint accuracy, and he always seems to be a few steps ahead of everyone else. It's an overused saying for sure, but it really does feel like he's playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Dupont's hockey IQ is also off the charts. Even at a young age, as he has displayed an understanding of the game that is far beyond his years. He doesn't just play the game, he controls it. And it doesn't matter what the situation is, whether it's leading the rush, setting up his teammates for grade A opportunities, or shutting down the opposition's top line, Dupont feels like he's always the best player on the ice. The WHL saw in Dupont a player who isn't just ready for the league, he's ready to dominate it. This is someone who has consistently exceeded expectations throughout his young hockey career, and he's a player who isn't just meeting the high bar set, but raising it. As Dupont prepares for his first season with the Everett Silvertips, the anticipation is through the roof. But the hype surrounding Dupont isn't purely because of his age or his exceptional status. It's because he has the potential to become one of the greatest defensemen we've ever seen. Again, it is still very early in his career, obviously, but he is one of the most talented 15-year-olds ever. As he prepares to step into the WHL, the comparisons to some of the game's current greats are already flying in. When you think about the career trajectories of players like Cale Makar and Quinn Hughes, it's impossible not to see the similarities with Dupont. Makar is known for his explosive skating and ability to take over the game. He too showed signs of brilliance at a young age and ultimately exceeded the vast majority of people's expectations. That being said, if you put 15-year-old Makar and 15-year-old Dupont beside each other, it's fair to say that most, if not nearly all, hockey fans would say Dupont is further ahead at this stage in their development. Then there is Quinn Hughes, who uses his elite playmaking ability, vision, and hockey IQ while also being a very smooth skater. But Dupont, he's got the best of both worlds. At 15, he's already displaying a dynamic two-way game that sets him apart from his peers. In many ways, Dupont is a hybrid of the two, but with an edge. A certain grittiness that makes him not just a threat offensively, but a defensive anchor as well. I know he's sounding like the perfect defender by this description, but let's be clear, progression is not always linear. I'm not saying he'll be a perfect combination of these two, but from what he has shown so far, he has a skill set similar to theirs. But Dupont's story doesn't end with these comparisons. He's not just another player following in the footsteps of Makar and Hughes, he's carving out his own path. What makes Dupont so intriguing is that while Makar and Hughes were showing signs of becoming offensive powerhouses as prospects, Dupont is already showcasing a complete game. He's equally comfortable shutting down an opponent's top line as he is leading the rush. It's not often we see such maturity and balance in a young player. His defensive positioning, his ability to read plays, and his physicality all point to a player who isn't just an offensive threat, but a complete defenseman. A player who can control the game at both ends of the ice, something that defensemen usually develop much later. As the season approaches, the big question is, could Landon Dupont be the next Cale Makar or Quinn Hughes? And honestly, the answer could be yes. It's still very early and it is far from a sure thing, but the potential is certainly there, and the talent is undeniable. But what makes Dupont so intriguing is that he's not just following someone else's blueprint, he's creating his own. He has the tools, the mindset, and the drive to become something truly special, perhaps one day even surpassing the heights reached by Makar and Hughes. But potential is just that, potential. The road to becoming the next great defenseman is going to have its obstacles, and how Dupont handles these challenges will ultimately determine what kind of player he becomes. The WHL is a step up from anything he has faced before, and his adjustment to this level of competition will be key. We've seen young players come in with immense hype only to falter under the pressure, but something about Dupont feels different. His on-ice play speaks for itself, but his mindset and work ethic are exceptional. A combination of a great work ethic and his already incredible talent is a recipe for a superstar. The Silvertips know they have something special in Dupont, and they're going to be building their team around him. This isn't just another season for Everett. This is the beginning of a new era. Every game Dupont plays should be must-watch hockey, and the entire hockey world should be watching his every move. This is going to be the emergence of a superstar. The comparisons to Makar and Hughes are just the tip of the iceberg. Dupont has the potential to be a game-changer in his own right, a player who leads a new generation of defensemen. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Dupont is still only 15, and there's a long road ahead. The journey to becoming the next blue line superstar is a marathon, not a sprint, and Dupont is just getting started. There will be tough games, tougher opponents, and the ever-present pressure of living up to the hype. But if there's one thing we know about Dupont, it's that he thrives under pressure. He's been in the spotlight for most of his life, and he's always risen to the occasion. There's no reason to think this will change now. As the puck drops on his WHL career, all eyes will be on Landon Dupont. Will he reach his potential? Will he become the next great defenseman, or could he surpass even that? One thing's for sure, this is going to be a season to remember, and Dupont is going to be at the center of it all. Get ready, because this kid is going to take the hockey world by storm. If you're not paying attention now, you're going to be soon. Landon Dupont isn't just the future of hockey, he's the present, and he's about to show the world exactly what he's made of. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to follow me on the new TikTok and Instagram. Links to those will be in the description. I'll see you all in the next one.